Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So as you know, on this channel I'm going to be doing some videos that are just around let's talk about it, and all that means is whether there's either a program that I've watched, whether it's a lifestyle issue, or whether it's something that is like in the in the media. It's just different things. So obviously I was talking about the Amy Winehouse movie, which thank you to everyone that is like contributed to that, because you've given me you've not given away like the movie and said too much, but you've talked about like your experience of it. I will be doing a review of it when I go and watch it. What I want to talk about, and it's really quickly, is this. I was watching a program last night, so sometimes it's late at night, I'm thinking, oh, nothing on TV, especially on a Sunday, and I'll be thinking, oh, is there anything interesting to watch? And I didn't watch all of it because it was a lengthy program. I think when I went to bed, there's still like 40 minutes left, and it was about this free solo, a free climber, Alex Honnold, his name was, and because I googled it, I knew what the outcome was. So it was like I didn't have to miss watching the rest of it. So this whole thing of free climbing is where you normally, obviously, people do rock climbing and they have like ropes and they have stuff like that. It's similar to like when people climb like Mount Everest and stuff, they bring oxygen. There are people, I don't know why, that want to prove something by climbing without oxygen or, additional oxygen. This guy wants to climb without a rope, and I still don't know why. And as I was watching the program, I'm thinking, as I was listening to him as a person, and this is why it's really interesting to me, I love trying to understand. I don't understand this person. I don't understand his logic. His girlfriend didn't quite get it, but she still was part of this relationship. Everyone around him was saying to him it's hard enough. He was literally climbing these rocks, because you're not climbing like normal rock climbing. He's climbing the most difficult rocks anyway. He's been on the cover of magazines and stuff because people are just curious why he's doing this. He's falling sometimes when he's climbing with ropes. If you're falling when you're climbing with ropes, what would you say to yourself? You're going to climb without ropes, because when you fall, then you're dead. And then but then I got it a little bit, because he was saying things because I think his dad passed away and things when he was younger. There was that. He also lacks his girlfriend was saying emotion, and he even said he's not going to say I love you and things. And he's got some sort of, I don't know if there's some sort of neurodivergent thing there, whether he's got ADHD or something. He just was saying things like, well, if I die, people will get over it. People will move on. And he just had this really weird, no, I'm not going to call it weird, really interesting way of viewing things. But and he was saying, if I fall off the mountain, at least that's what I want to do. You can die doing other things. And I get the the buzz of doing really extreme things, but even with him doing that with a rope, do you know what I mean? Because the rope's thin anyway. Even him doing it with the rope, that's already extreme. But I think it's the same as when you see these watch these programs where people have when you go on YouTube and you see people who have died because were taking a selfie off the edge of a cliff, or people who have died when they've gone on these walking safaris, which even in itself, the idea of I'm thinking of going on a safari one day, and I'm definitely going to be in the closed vans. I'm not interested in open van safari where the lions can come into the van. I'm not interested in a walk-in safari, which it doesn't even make sense to say it, because you're putting your life in someone else's hands. It doesn't matter how brilliant that ranger is, he can't work out what that animal's going to do. So I'm not going to put my hands in the trust of another person. The van is still not going to protect you, but it's still more. So anyway, this solo climber is basically saying, he said, the thing about the fear about falling and dying, he said, means it pumps you up to do your best. You have to be perfect. And then he says when he gets it right, when he climbs up the mountain and he gets to the top, he knows he's done a perfect job. And that's fine, because if you slip and you've got a rope, then you fall with the rope, it protects you. But when you slip, if you're not perfect on that trip, who are you proving that to? You've died because you chose to like do something which you didn't have to do. And then there's no one that is going to like be saying, oh, that was fantastic that he died doing that. They were showing a list of all the people who had died by doing these, you know, and they jump and base jumping. So when you're wearing those like, and it's impressive when you watch it on YouTube, when you see these people off these high buildings or mountains, and they're literally flying because it's just a suit that they're jumping in. But, you know, when you hear then later on that they died doing it, it's like, I don't, you know, I'm not judging anyone. I just want everyone else as well to know I'm not judging people. I don't understand it. I don't understand it because I think it's impressive enough that people are doing those things, but just using equipment or taking safety things doesn't make you any less of a person, because it means you're still doing it. There's still majority of people wouldn't climb a mountain. Majority of people wouldn't base jump. Majority of people wouldn't do some diving, deep sea diving. So you don't have to like do extra things on top, like take your equipment out the way or get rid of your ropes, because you're not, all you're doing is like when you do die, which lots of them are dying, people are just, they're probably saying, yeah, this was the greatest like diver who could have ever lived, or this was the greatest like rock climber, or whatever they're saying. But you're not here to like get any of the accolades anymore. You're not here to like live your life. You've got lots of people who are like going to miss you because of like what you did. They still accept that was your passion. So let me know what you guys think. I don't get it. Not when you're taking those sorts of extremes. I don't get people taking selfies in really ridiculous places, which, you know, just to put a picture on Instagram and you're hanging off a building, and then all it takes is for you to slip, and that's what's happening. I just don't understand it. Probably because I love life so much that I'm not going to put myself in positions where I'm going to intentionally like be near to like death. I'll do experiences where, yeah, you can have accidents and stuff. Anyone, you can't help that. Going on a motorway, something could happen, but I'm not going to intentionally put myself to that level, because I don't, just to prove something to someone. So what do you guys think? Have you heard of this guy, Alex Honnold? He did, you know, achieve the record. He achieved the record of climbing without ropes to this. I can't remember where he climbed. It was a really tricky rock. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's the type of person in my mind that will probably keep going until something bad happens, because it's like an addiction. But if you've heard of this story and you've heard of the person, let me know your thoughts. You know, maybe you think you've got other thoughts on this. You probably have more information on it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thanks for watching, and speak to you soon. Bye.